Hi, my name is Hannah Highland. Today we're going to be talking about the steps to become a CEO. Okay, the first step is to get involved in your middle school and high school. And you can get involved in your student government, your business clubs. You can get a job at the age of 16. I don't know for every state if that's true. But anyway, I have started that process by working, and so far I like it. And next you can do some volunteer work where you work at like a company or your local school or a sports club, etc. And you can get involved in student government. Example, I was in my ASB my junior year of high school, and that was pretty good. And now we're going to talk about the actual steps to become a CEO. So the second step is that you must get experience. How can you get experience? You must work at a company, a job, retailing in sales, retail, finance, or just a manager overall. And it's not easy to get in a manager position, I'll admit. You have to start at the bottom of the chain with the minimum wage. No one likes that. So you have to start working the beginning position for a couple months or to a year or two. And then you work your way up the chain. And then after that you go to college and university, you get your bachelor's at least in business administration, finance, or HR. But 60% of them have at least a master's with experience. And a master's takes about 6 to 8 years depending on the route and how long you take in your schooling. And you have to have a business degree or HR degree because that's what they look for. And next you get like an internship at a local company like Boeing, Starbucks, Amazon, Apple, just a big company. So then you have that title. But it's not easy having a title. You have to work for what you want to do. Average, it takes about 7 to 10 years after you graduate from the school to become a CEO, which is very long. So at least 30 years old you'd be when you start becoming a CEO. And their average salary starts from a few $100,000 with a smaller company to millions and billions of dollars at a big company like Amazon, Starbucks, etc. So how will I take the steps to get there? Well, I explained earlier that I already have a job. I did volunteer service at my local elementary school, and I did with different sports, and I worked with children, and then I did elementary track, which was paid, and then I helped manage a big group of children. And now my next step, what I'm doing Running Start at Highland College, trying to get A in business so that I can transfer to a 4-year. After that, I will transfer to Central and then get a BA in business administration with marketing and finance. After that, transfer to a master's. I'm not sure what school yet, but hopefully it would be a bigger school. And then after that, then start working even more on different companies and different positions, so then I can get to take of the real world. Because they don't look at just the education value. The question is, can you apply your education to the job? That's what mainly workers see. And I talk about how they make a few $100,000 to millions and billions of dollars. But what do they actually do? The typical person would think they just sit in a chair and then they just watch everyone what they're doing and then they get paid and then they're rich. It's not actually true. You have to oversee every department. You have to look at your finance, your HR, payroll, your workers, sales, retail, you name it. You have to make sure everyone's company and section is working to their best of their abilities. Make sure the sales is okay, the accounting is right, make sure the stocks are right, inventory is correct, all that different stuff, and make sure everyone's pay is correct because no one wants to get sued in a big company. And majority of times I research, the more you're involved in your company as a CEO, when you attend the meetings with your fellow colleagues, the better and more successful your company will be. And my goal, maybe not become a CEO, it's really hard, but hopefully be a manager or a higher up executive office position so then I can get that experience. And that is the process of becoming a CEO.